Hello my crochet friends, and welcome back to another tutorial, a stitch tutorial from the Cozy Crochet classroom of SandraStitches. So today we are going to be working this amazing arrow stitch. As you can see, we have here this arrow motif here. I think it's a great stitch for sweaters, maybe cardigans. Of course, blankets, scarves, all that, but also something that you can wear because it's very cozy. It's a very cozy stitch, and you see that the wrong side, it's very straight, so you don't have bumps if you're wearing it, but the right side is amazing. It's a little bit, if you know the diamond stitch, so we are using here again the treble two together stitch. I will show it of course during in the tutorial how to do it again, but it's the same technique. So let's get started. All right, for the purpose of this tutorial I am going to be using my Signet. It's called Signet Chunky yarn, but it really is a weight for around worsted yarn, and my 5mm hook. And the arrow stitch calls for a multiple of 4. So we are going to be working 4 plus 4 plus 4 chains. Of course, you start with a slip knot, and we're going to be making 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's make another one, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 16 chains to start our stitch. Row number 1, we are going to be working a single crochet in the second chain from the hook. So we skip the first one, and in the second chain we work a single crochet. 1 single crochet here, and another single crochet in the next 2 chains. So we have 3 single crochet in the first 3 chains. Okay, chain 1, skip 1, and 3 single crochet in the next 3 chains. 1, 2, and 3. Of course, you if you decide to make a blanket or a cardigan or whatever, it depends on the length of your work, but it will always be multiples of 4. You will start with multiples of 4. So I have my 3 single crochet, chain 1, skip 1, and in the next chains, again 3 single crochet in the next 3 chains. 1 single crochet in each chain. Chain 1, skip 1, and I have my last 3 chains. I will finish with my 3 single crochet. 1, 2, and 3. This is row number 1. Now, row number 2, we are going to chain 3. That does count as our first double crochet. Turn our work, and we are going to be working 1 double crochet on each stitch and on each chain 1 space. So we have the first double crochet here for the first single crochet from the row below, and 1 double crochet in the next stitch, 1 double crochet in the next stitch. So we have our 3 double crochet in our 3 single crochet from the row below, and 1 double crochet in the chain space. We have our chain space, 1 double crochet, and continue. This is a row of double crochet all across to the end of the row. Very simple. But please do not forget to make your double crochet also in the chain one space. We need the space, and we need to have one double crochet in it for the rest of this amazing arrow stitch. So one double crochet, and you should have 15 stitches. It's very important that you count your stitches and you see that you have 15 stitches. All right? You'll see why, because it gives us the pattern for the arrow. So I did my double crochet on the chain one space, and I'm going to finish my row with one double crochet in the last 3 stitches. This is row number 2. Okay? Row number 3, we chain 1 and turn our work. And this is where we are going to be starting our arrow stitch, the arrow pattern. So the first stitch, the first one, we are going to be working 1 single crochet. And now we are going to be doing a treble stitch, which is yarn over twice, and we are going to be placing it. You remember the chain one space from the first row here? So we are going to be placing it underneath. We are going to be going like this underneath into the space, the chain one space, and doing our treble. Up. For the treble, you have to yarn over twice, find your chain one space, and the chain that is the space here, go under it like this, and finish your treble. Now make it loose, because it has to climb all the way up to the top here, because we are jumping 1 row below. Okay, so 1 single crochet, 1 treble crochet on the row below in the chain 1 space. Now if you look back here, this treble should go into this next stitch, so we are going to skip it and place 1 single crochet in the next stitch. So we have our 3 first stitches. Then we're going to chain 1 and skip 1 and place 1 single crochet in the next stitch. So we have our chain 1 space here. Now, all right, now we are going to be making a treble 2 together. It's a big word, but it's going to be okay. So we start the treble by yarning over twice, and we want to make the diagonal here for the arrow. So we are going to go back to this chain 1 space underneath. It's a bit tricky, and start our treble. Now make it loose, because it has to have height 2, and when you have 2 loops on your hook, you don't finish the treble, because we are doing 2 together. So we yarn over twice again, and we are going to be looking for our next chain 1 space here, the next one, right? It's here. And we are going to go underneath and start our treble 2, 2, and we have 3 loops on our hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. So now we have 2 treble together. Okay, again we skip one stitch from behind. This is the stitch that is supposed to be with these two together. We skip it, we place one single crochet in the next stitch, chain one, skip one, and one single crochet in the next, and we start all over again. So we are going to make one treble, going back to this chain one space from beneath and starting our treble, pull through two, pull through two, very loose. We have two loops on our hook, we yarn over twice, and we look for our next chain one space here, go underneath, and we finish our treble, pull through two, pull through two. We have 3 loops on our hook and pull through all 3. Now we skip one, single crochet in the next one, chain one, skip one, single crochet in the next one, and as we started here with only one treble, not two together, we are finishing our row with one treble here, yarn over twice, going back here to the chain one space underneath and making our treble to the end, because this is our last one. And then we skip one, and we, oops, you have to be very careful. We skip one, this one, and we finish with one single crochet on top of the chain 3. This is the first tricky row, but you can see the diagonals here, right? They are all in the same place. Now, the next row, we chain 3, turn our work, and we work 1 double crochet on each stitch. So we will have 1 row of double crochet, 1 row of diagonal trebles 2 together. So 1 double crochet on each stitch. Make sure you have the exact number of stitches. You should have, I should have 15. You should have as many as you made in the beginning, -1 of course. Don't forget to place your double crochet on the chain 1 space and all the way across. Now this row of double crochet also straightens up the fabric a little bit, gives height, so it doesn't look so strange, so curled. All right, let me get some yarn. Oops, let me get some yarn. Okay, I have here my chain 1 space. I'm placing a double crochet on the chain 1 space, and I'm finishing with my 3 double crochet on the last 3 stitches. Chain 1, turn my work, and as you can see, we have here the arrows started to show. So let's start again. Single crochet in the first stitch. Okay, and now we are going to make a treble in the first. You see, we have to look for the first chain 1 space. So here is our first one, the chain 1 space from the previous row. So we are going to be placing it here on top of the stitch from the previous, the 1 row below. So pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2. This is our first treble. We want the arrows to come in the middle of these diagonals, right? So there is the effect of the arrow. Now we skip one, we work on this stitch, so we skip one single crochet on the next one, chain one, skip one single crochet on the next one, and now we start our treble two together. So yarn over twice, go back here to the chain one space here, underneath, it's a bit tricky, underneath the stitch, and start our treble, pull through two, pull through two. When you have two loops on your hook, yarn over twice again and look for the next chain one space, which is here. So we are going to be working here in this stitch underneath this stitch. So oops, we go underneath the stitch and we make our treble. We have 3 loops on our hook, pull through all 3, skip one, make sure you skip the right one, single crochet in the next, chain one, skip one, single crochet in the next, and again one treble, 2 together. We go back to this stitch, we go underneath and make it very loose so it doesn't curl your work. You have 2 loops, you stop and start your next. We start our treble, we go back here, pull through 2, pull through 2. You have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over twice, look for the next chain one space, go underneath, pull through 2, pull through 2. When you have 3 loops, pull through all 3. Skip one stitch here, place a single crochet, chain one, skip one single crochet, and our last treble to finish the row. We go back here and place the treble, and we finish with our last single crochet. We skip one, right, and finish with our last single crochet on top of the chain 3. So this is it. The next row will be a double crochet row and then again an arrow row. Very simple, you just have to practice, and then you get this amazing texture with the arrows going like this. Of course you can make it bigger, of course you can make a border around it. It's very simple and it's very, very texture. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I know it's a little bit tricky, but I think it's worth it. Let me know in the comments how it went and what are you going to use it for. And I will see you in our next tutorial. Bye!